you guys? I'd like to welcome you guys to another DC TV Talk Part 2 with Elseworlds Part 2. Bruh, too many references, too much comic lore, too much action, too much great storytelling. This might be my favorite episode all time of any other CW show. Like all time, son. Like I could I could go 20 minutes strong talking about all the references that were in this episode, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do that because I think comicbook.com got a list of all the references, Easter eggs they had in this episode. So you guys go over there and look at that. But I just can't go down the list of all the things. But we'll do a talk about this episode and Barry and Oliver still each other about it. And it's just one of the funniest moments throughout the episodes when they were trying to keep it from Felicity. And it's like, and then oh man, I was on Twitter watching it. Well, not on Twitter watching it, but I was on Twitter, and when everybody was like, oh, Barry, well, Iris knew that wasn't the real Barry. Did this, so this whole Felicity, Oliver, and Barry Iris debate going on. I'm like, nope, I'm going on past that. And I forgot to address the how the how the intro came on. Where it's the normal intro, but it's Barry doing the narrating, and he's saying all the stuff Oliver was saying, and you see him in jail and stuff. Bro, it is absolutely like this is absolutely fantastic. And then they end up they find out who it is this episode because they take a trip to. It's so much I don't want to miss nothing, but either way, they're gonna take a trip to Gotham, and that's where we meet Kate Kane. They go to jail. Listen, they go to jail first of all. It's like I thought to myself, soon as shit popped off, they got in Gotham. They finna get robbed. I'm like, well, that's Gotham for you. That's Gotham for you. Man, it's this horrible place. I'm sorry. I would never live in Gotham. You have people just robbing them off dump, strapped up, popped out, sticks on them. So, and then the police pull up. I don't give a damn who you were. When you seen that GCPD, you was hoping for Commissioner Gordon hopping out. I was like, surprise us with that. But we didn't get that. Even though it was cool, they go to jail. They over here talking about like, hey, maybe this like us being like each other really not working because the Flash whooped the dude. I mean, well, Barry Green Arrow whooped the dude. He had like he was stepping on his neck. He's like, I handled it like you. Like I handled it like you. I tried to de-escalate. It is. I'm like I'm laughing. I'm loving it. And like how when Grant Gustin just looks serious, and you can barely take him serious, but it's funny. And so we had that going on, and then what was like one of the funniest parts. Well, not one of the funniest parts when they get out of jail. They're like, man, and Carl and Joe like, well, what's the chance of somebody else putting a gun on three superheroes? They get right out of jail and somebody else did. Like, well, you said it. So, and look, I just laugh thinking about it because the episode's so fucking perfect to me. And then they have to go back where they go to Wayne Towers. I guess I would say Wayne Towers. And they're like, Bruce Wayne's not here. Then they having discussions about the Batman, how he's not real. And like all of us, like, I'm the original vigilante. Like, no, you're not, bro. No, you're not. You're not even in the same class, dog. I can't stop laughing, think about it because it was just so good. It's such a joy just to watch. Just really felt good watching it. And so you get the moment where they meet Kate Kane. We finally meet Ruby Rose's Kate Kane, Batwoman. Loved her. Absolutely loved her. She was talking like Bruce Wayne's her cousin. It's not really a fucking cousin. But then you have that, and they are going through Gotham, and like I don't think Batman will like us going like he's just a myth. Like Oliver doesn't want to believe it because he doesn't want to see like a copy of Batman, and like yo, and she's just Kay Kane just sitting there. And listen, the Alfred reference, the password being Alfred, the fact that they said we still have one guy in the what's the name division. We know that's Lucius Fox, bro. That's ain't nobody else but Lucius, bro. And the fact that Bruce Wayne been gone 3 years, I don't try to think too much into that because they have to not have Bruce Wayne be in Gotham. You cannot have Batman be in Gotham. And I think Supergirl knows Bruce Wayne is Batman because they have a Batman on Earth 38. I'm pretty sure they ran across each other a few times. But and then they go to Arkham because they looking for the doctor. And then we get even crazier shit. We get one of the best fight scenes with Dig, I think. We get Batwoman showing up and is a complete fucking badass, like cold as shit. And we get, I think my favorite fight I've ever seen in Arrow, when you have Oliver and Barry fighting against each other, but they've been hit with the scarecrow toxin. Listen, I can talk. Listen, I know I can talk about how the Riddler, the Copperpot, Poison Ivy, they have all the Bane mask. Listen, Nora Free. I know. I can talk about all that, but I'm just trying to focus on the episode. It was a lot. It's a lot. I'm telling you, I can literally go an hour on this, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do that. And so we have when that fight that they had with those two, and then you see he sees Malcolm Merlin and he sees the Reverse Flash, and they just going back and forth, tearing it down, tearing it down, tearing it down, and it just keep the images just keep changing. It's like it look like he's fighting a speedster. It look like they doing, and it was absolutely amazing. Then Batwoman comes in out of nowhere with a punch and flip. I see, oh, this like too much. And then the moment between her and Supergirl when they say world's finest. Oh, I can't wait for the Batwoman. I can't wait for the Batwoman. See, if we gonna get stuff like that, and she gonna be taking on some Batman villains, Gotham's finna go off. This is the last season of Gotham, so I need me some Batman material on, like oh my CW. Like I need some Batman. I mean, on just like TV period. It was amazing, and then I get the book, you know what I'm saying, and and the monitor shows up to like, oh, this is I'm testing you guys to see. My bad. I'm skipping over the facts. We got a BVS call back with the Flash and the little thing. I like BVS. You know what I'm saying, especially the extended version. I don't watch BVS a lot of times. It was just crazy because when I first saw it, I liked it, and over the time I started to not like it, and then I rewatch it a lot. I find myself rewatching a lot, and so I like to call back to like the Flash scene in there, even though that scene in BVS doesn't mean anything anymore. But another subject for another day. So we get that, and so we know we have to find this book. They end up getting the book from the dude. You know what I'm saying? Killer Frost, right? Nora Freeze. It's just like you cold bitch. Oh my god, dude! Like you could not love this episode. I'm sorry. I don't. If you didn't like this episode, I don't think you should watch it at all. Like because you never gonna like nothing. Like you're not gonna ever watch. Like fuck. Like it was awesome, and so the monitor shows up, and he's like, I'm preparing you guys to face the oncoming threat. I said to myself, hold up, nigga. First of all, you pull up in this bitch like Thanos. Because say what you want to say. I don't know DC or Marvel. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He pulled up like Thanos, how the portals. And he, like, Supergirl tried to take it. Like, nah, chill out. Don't, get your ass back. Like, he is fucking overpowered as fuck. Who the fuck coming is stronger than him? Somebody gonna have to fucking tell me, because I my father said they must gonna have a multi-universe crossover because they must be talking about Thanos coming with all the Infinity Stone. Cause that's the only. I know they're not using Darkseid. Now the like people been calling it like Crisis on Infinite Earths, which would be absolutely crazy. Like next year, like it's kind of like a build up for next year's crossover. But when you think about the possibilities of what next year's crossover can be, based off the fact that all the stuff that's this going on with this, because a lot of people think like all the Earths gonna go down and to become like one, like backstory's gonna change. Shit. Christ, Red Crisis on Infinite Earths. I like Red Crisis on Infinite Earths. I know it reset the whole DC universe, and I'm like, can they possibly reset the entire DC universe? Can they reset all the CW shows to where people's backstory is different? Which is possible because that means the Green Arrow identity won't be known no more. Like, yo, that would be insane, bro. Like this is absolutely fantastic. I love this episode to pieces. And then we get the Black Suit Superman at the end whooping. We get the Shooter twins or something. It was a lot. It was a lot. This episode felt like it moved by, but it felt like they put a lot of stuff in here. I enjoyed this. I love this. Okay, I didn't enjoy it. I love this to pieces. Like I said, all these crossovers are like movies to me, and each one. I know I got the first two episodes on my computer. I can't wait for the third one to come out, so I'll put that on now. I'm just gonna rewatch them again. I'm probably gonna watch the first two over again still, just because they were so good. But like, yo, this was absolutely fantastic. I love everything about it, and I can't wait to see Black Suit Superman versus just regular Suit Superman versus Card versus the Green Arrow versus Flash. Oh my god. I'm lucky I got these headphones on because I swear my brain is just oozing out right now. The only thing stopping is these headphones. I'm not bullshitting. This shit was fantastic. You guys let me know what you thought about that in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I catch up with you guys